Hey guys, I hope we've had another great day. I've read, well, I finished my book before I went to sleep and I read another one, but you'll see that in my vlog in a couple of days. So, let's get on with today's challenge, which is all about setting up a class list of a class you wish you could go to featuring a book that's on your TBR. So, you may or may not know this about me, I don't remember if I've said in previous episodes, but I am hoping to, in September, go and study biochemistry at university. So one thing I have a broad range of interests, and I also love history, so one thing that interests me is I had to adapt, okay, I'm going to be honest, I had to adapt this to fit a book from my TBR in, but it's science history and the scientific developments in the past have always fascinated me. But one thing that's quite interesting is lots of previous developments have flawed ethics, or what we would now consider flawed ethics, and we just accept it because it was from then, or it was from certain people who we will not mention and we do not like, but they did make amazing strides in science, unfortunately. So, comment if you know who I'm talking about. Don't comment, that's not good. So, it's just interesting to see how many of these things that we've accepted as a part of their time were actually even then considered unethical. So, some of the books on the class list include Biochemistry Revision Notes. As I said, I want to study biochemistry, so the class would have a focus on strides in this field, although it would be overarchingly general, more into general science, with a focus on biochemistry and medicine. This retouches basic biochemistry principles, some of which are learnt at secondary school level, some of which aren't learned until degree level, and this is just an interesting book for brushing up your knowledge. And if you are like me, not yet at university, to take it to the next level. The next book is The Story of Medicine by Mary Dobson, who is a medical historian, a world-renowned medical historian. This is an excellent book. It has lots of sources written in the back. It has the full bibliography? Yeah, we'll go with that. It's got the full bibliography in the back. It has lists of some of her other books, and it is quite fascinating to see how medicine has progressed throughout the ages, and this also briefly touches on other principles of science, and it's just fascinating from an overarching point of view. The book from my TBR that's going on this is Pantheon by Sam Bourne. I unfortunately can't tell you why this would be on a class list for scientific ethics in history unless you've read it, because it spoils a lot if I tell you why. So, you're just going to be given this book. So a list here of a couple of science books. One that's quite interesting for looking at perspectives. It's not necessarily focused on ethics, but it's quite interesting for looking at how your perspective varies depending on who's reading the book and where you're reading the book. And therefore, these ethics might be ethical in certain situations by certain people, but not in other situations by other people, and that is Why the Descent of Man by Steve Jones. I'll put the name up here. It's just an interesting book about mostly sperm. It's mostly about sperm, I'm going to be honest. It's technically a genetics book. It's quite interesting. I do highly recommend it. But it's just interesting because it does talk about different perspectives. Yeah. Sorry, this isn't the best class list because this is a hard topic to find books for when you I've gone to British state schools my entire life. We don't really have class lists of books. I haven't studied anything but science for over 2 years, so... So I don't really have a concept of what a class list should be like, and I've never gone to university, so... I hope you have a great day, and a great reading day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!